Sagittarius, hi, welcome back. Feels good to be back. This is going to be your weekly tarot. It'll be for basically the first week of June, May 31st to June 6th. We did just come out of a total lunar eclipse in your sign, Sagittarius. It's in your first house, house of identity. So definitely ready to let go of ways of being that are no longer serving us, right? I feel like that's a collective thing. All right, Sagittarius, we're going to take a look at the recent past, the current situation, the near future, and then we will close off your reading by pulling a couple of cards to get some advice from the universe. All right, Sagittarius, let's get some cards down and get an idea of the general energies. We'll stop here for you. Got the Hierophant at the bottom. All right, recent past. Eight of Pentacles. Current situation. Wow. Near future. Okay. There's a lot of wands on your spread, so obviously passions and willpower is just running high and being tested. Hierophant's at the bottom. This is a card of marriage, a card of belonging. Also a card of just like, I don't know, being more spiritual, right? You could feel like a lot more connected to your spirituality. But yeah, Eight of Pentacles is in the recent past. This is a very hard-working energy, right? There's something here, you're putting in the work. You could have just been really focused on work and that could have just been taking up a lot of your time. Maybe you're doing a lot of inner work, right? Maybe you're perfecting a craft, you're perfecting your skills, but it's a very hardworking, dedicated, even a sacrificial energy with the Eight of Pentacles. Because like in order to do things, you got to sacrifice something, right? You sacrifice your time, you sacrifice hanging out. There's always a sacrifice, right? What do they say? Opportunity cost. But now this week, it's not so much. Like before, I feel like if you were, whatever you were in your life, it's almost like you weren't, work was almost like a sense of distraction, it feels like. And this week, it's like something's come up and it's just work won't distract that. You've got the Nine of Wands. You've got Justices here, right? And you've got the Five of Wands. So either you feel like you've got an important choice you need to make and it's not easy. But Justice is a card of karma, right? Whatever happened in the past is being dealt with now. But the Nine of Wands shows that while you're tired, you're still showing up and you're still fighting this fight. But there is fight, right? Like it could be you and other people. It's just a combative energy right now. Like these are people maybe you feel like you should be building together just like these characters. But instead, like people are fighting, people are not listening. They could be competing. Everybody's coming from a different point of view. Everybody's got a different opinion. And it just feels like nobody's listening. And this could be inner conflict even within yourself. We're going to go in and clarify. Near future, you do have the Four of Wands. It's a very beautiful energy, but more wands, right? And then you have the Knight of Swords is here, and the Magician is here as well. So the Knight of Swords, I mean, I just feel like there could be a conversation. There's a lot of movement. There's a lot of quick talk type of energy with the Knight of Swords. It's also under Justice. So, and then again, Justice is about like karma, right? Cause and effect. That's the theme. Let's go in and clarify. Let's see. Let's clarify all of these energies for Sagittarius this week. Like, you know, it's a test of faith. It could be hard to find the willpower this week, right? To fight for the things that you want. Let's see. Clarify all of these energies for Sagittarius. I'm not taking it. It's 3 cards. It's the Hierophant, it's the Hangman, it's the Four of Wands, it's the Lovers. Whew, something around home, family, relationship here under review. Okay, we'll take that. Recent past. Yeah, you got the Chariot here. Justice came out again. The Hierophant came out. Let me tell you something. There is a marriage or a commitment here that's up for review. Yeah. Yeah, psh. No doubt about it. Two of Cups came out as well. Yeah, recent past, you've got the Chariot and you've got the Eight of Pentacles. You could have been working really hard towards a goal here. Chariot also speaks about getting your emotions in alignment. You could have been doing inner work here as well. But this is about you stepping into the vehicle of your life, saying, I'm the master of my destiny. I'm going to write the story. And again, you could have a goal, you could have a target in mind, putting something behind you, trying to focus on the future here, trying to look ahead here, that type of energy. But justice is out 2 times, you guys, with the Hierophant. So, and the Hermit is here. So it's a lot of thinking, right? A lot of thinking energy. It's like you've come a long way here, Sagittarius. All right, current situation. Clarifying the 9 of Wands is justice, right? If it's a decision that you're taking, it is not one you are taking lightly. You are definitely thinking about how this decision affects everybody. You definitely want it to be fair and just, right? But you're persevering and you're standing strong. You could be waiting for karma to be dealt here, but it's testing your faith. But you're persevering and you are fighting here. Now, clarifying justice, we get the Hierophant, right? The Hierophant is here. You could be dealing with a Taurus here. I want to point that out. Sagittarius, you can be dealing with a Taurus here for some of you. Only because it just kept coming out. Obviously, you could be dealing with a Libra. You can be dealing with a Virgo. I mean, but there is some major adjustment happening here when it comes to some commitment, some partnership here, some sense of belonging. This is definitely some relationship, community, somewhere that you always belonged, that was always predictable, that was a part of your identity. And I'm not saying that because of what I said with the astrology before. That's the Hierophant. And justice represents a period of adjustment, right? Like skills about to be rebalanced, recalibrated, right? And it's based on previous choices, previous events. Now, clarifying the 5 of Wands is the Hermit. Definitely now that we have the Hermit here, this is you. This is inner conflict. Yeah, maybe you could be fighting with other people. For me, more than anything, this is you with yourself. You're going within, right? That's the Hermit. Isolating yourself. Spending some time inside. You got a lot of thoughts right now. The Hermit's ruled by Virgo, analytical thoughts. So there's a lot of thoughts that like need decompressing, right? Got to make sense of things. That's how you start connecting the dots, you know. The Hermit has gray-white hair. Yeah, to indicate he's a wise person who's come a long way. You've climbed a mountain here, but now you're at the top of this mountain, Sagittarius. And you're taking inventory and stock of, you know, this long journey that you've coming from and where you're heading next and what decisions you make and where do you belong and big questions. Near future, clarifying that 4 of Wands is the 2 of Cups. While they seem really positive on their own, and they may have been for some time, they are under justice and the 9 of Wands. So again, it just feels like there's a certain foundational relationship in your life here that is not easy these days. That's all I can say. It's not easy, and it's got things up for review. And again, if you're trying to make it, if you are in this place where you're making a decision, you're not making it lightly. Clarifying the Knight of Swords is the 5 of Pentacles. It's under justice. It's under the Hierophant. You guys could have an argument. Like you and this person could definitely have an argument with that Knight of Swords. Like it's just a very headstrong energy. It's connected to the 5 of Pentacles. So there's an insecurity. And it could be, you know, people could come off wrong because they're insecure, right? Like when we're scared, like, you know, you think of children, like when we're scared and stuff, you just, you know, we act a certain way. And we're just like, we're just trying to protect ourselves, right? Clarifying the Magician in the near future is the 7 of Pentacles, you know, and the Magician is under the Hermit. So, you know, Magician is about what do you want to create? What do you want your world to look like? You know, and the Hermit is like, these are deep questions. Where are you going to concentrate your energy? What do you really want to manifest in your life, right? What do you want to actually see materialize? That's where you're at. Magician is beautiful because it's a very powerful card. It's just these are big decisions for you at this place in your life, and you're trying to make them really in the wisest way possible with the Hermit energy. Again, you're not taking them lightly. Let's go ahead and grab a couple of cards to get some advice from the universe. What's the best advice for Sagittarius this week? Best advice for Sagittarius. I keep it short, I keep it sweet, I keep it simple. 2 cards. We're gonna stop here for you. Queen of Pentacles is at the bottom. The Moon is here. That's a very deep subconscious card. The Moon, though, you also got the 3 of Swords here. Obviously, if you need an emotional release, that's wise. It's time to heal, remove those swords. You see it's in the rain. It's to represent an emotional cleansing. It's undergoing healing. But the 3 of Swords paired with the Moon in an advice position. The Moon is here to teach us. It's a major arcana card. And they all come with like these life lessons. The Moon is here to teach us that things may not be as bad as they appear. And with the 3 of Swords, it could be past pains, it could be our own fears, our own worries, and our own anxieties. But the Moon says it's always darkest before the dawn, right? Right after the Moon comes what? The Sun, the happiest card in the tarot. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there for you. Hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, you can show that by hitting like, by hitting subscribe, by dropping a comment down below. So yeah, Sag, I'm going to leave it there for you. Hope you enjoyed it again. Thank you guys for letting me tune into your energy, and I'll see you next week.